coming back at you again with another video. Okay, people, this video is for grown-ass men and women. If you're not a grown-ass man or woman that can handle tough conversations, tough topics, of any kind, especially on tennis, and this is on tennis, and on great players, and on Federer, that's who this is about. This is not the video for you. You need to click off this thing because this is going to be too tough for you. If you are a Federer fan that is not a grown-ass man or woman that can't handle a tough conversation about Federer, whether true or false, trying to get to a conversation, trying to get to the truth of the Roger Federer greatness, or his lack to be even greater, this is not the video for you. You may want to click out this video because this is just be too much for you. Now, if you are a Roger Federer hater and you're not a grown-ass man or woman that can handle a tough conversation like this, and you got to use this to your advantage to hate on Federer, not to try to get to a truth, a deep truth about the great Roger Federer, this is not the video for you. Okay, people, so let's get this going. Now, let's get to the topic. Is Federer a little unconsciously cocky? Okay, all right, y'all, let's get it going. Now, let me just quickly say something about Federer. I've heard people say this. I've heard a few Federer fans even acknowledge this, that Federer back in his younger day, even when in his peak even, I've heard people say Federer was cocky. Even his wife, who was his girlfriend then, she said, y'all check this out. Y'all can go read articles on this and check it out on YouTube. She actually said publicly that she actually hoped that Federer would lose sometime because he was so cocky. Okay, I don't know what he said behind closed doors or the way he played or whatever. She knew something about him that she actually said that she was sort of joking, but she was sort of serious too. And this is his wife now. Okay, I'm going to agree with Federer's wife that back in the past, forget unconsciously, Federer was cocky, but now people, I'm on record, so I can't take this back, and I don't want to take it back. I'm on record, and I put it in quite a few videos saying that Federer was arrogant. I use the word, I didn't even say arrogant, which is the same. I say he was a little airy back in the day. And now the reason I brought that up, I wasn't bringing it up just to criticize Federer, because nobody's perfect, and there's a lot of arrogant people it depends on how arrogant you are. I mean, you got some people that's extremely arrogant, and you got some that's a little arrogant, and I call Federer airy. I say a little arrogant. And the reason I said that, the reason I brought it up, not just to be bringing it up, I was explaining why Federer lost against Nadal so many times, because he was so airy, and now some other people use the word cocky, whatever word you want to use. I think we're talking about the same thing. He didn't change his game when he was losing against Nadal. He thought because his game was so much more beautiful than Nadal's, and he had such a beautiful repertoire, and the Nadal game didn't look as good as his, but Nadal's whooping your ass. He didn't change his game. See, people, what y'all going to learn from this video, and the reason I'm bringing this video up, I'm going to get back to Federer's past cockiness and then come to the present day possibility is he still got a little bit of that cocky stuff. It isn't hurting him. That's what we're gonna. That's the reason. The purpose of the video is not to criticize Federer's character. It's to see if he does have this. If he still does have some sort of cockiness, even if it's unconscious. Okay, on the unconscious level, is it hurting him? Is it hurting his level? Is this the reason why he lost against Kevin Anderson? That he was up 2-0, and say he's a little unconsciously cocky. Because Federer did say something. People, the reason why I chose to make this video, well, I was going to make it even, I was going to make the video even before he lost against Kevin Anderson. But when he lost against Kevin Anderson, one of the commenters took in said, the reason why, this is what he said. He said the reason why Federer lost is because he got cocky. No, it wasn't, people, listen. One of the commenters before Federer lost against Kevin Anderson, whoever Federer played before he lost against Kevin Anderson, remember, it was I can't think of the person. You remember he beat him 6-0, whoever Federer played, Federer beat the person 6-0, and then it swung back, Federer won 7-5 the second set or something, and then 6-4 the third set. And remember, I made a video saying that could be a bad sign, because why is there a swing in the level? And so one of the commenters responded to the video saying the reason why there's a swing because Federer got cocky after he beat the guy 6-0. Now, and so that made me think. Now, and so if that's true, man, that's hurting his game. And now that the Djokovic is back, if he got any type of unconscious cockiness that's affecting his level, where he think he got things won, and deep in his mind, he think he got it won. And people, Federer said this here. When he lost against Kevin Anderson, he did say this in the interview. I was a little surprised at this. He said that he didn't think that he would lose the match. He say you don't think about losing in those kind of matches. Well, you better think about losing. Yes, you can lose. People, when I played tennis, I was not a pro, but I played tournaments. People, I was one of those tough players. I didn't take anybody for granted. I had no cockiness, believe me. Now, I'm talking about why I'm playing. I talk trash off the court with people, my friends and stuff. If they talk trash to me, I didn't talk trash to anybody that didn't talk trash to me. So you probably say, well, imagine, man, you were a little cocky. I'm talking about when I was playing, I took everybody seriously. I took everybody serious, people. Every point. I don't care if I had the guy 6-0. I still took everyone very seriously. I don't care if I 6-0. I don't care if I got Kevin Anderson 2 sets. Man, I'm still taking this guy seriously because I could lose this match. Federer said, people, he didn't think about that he would lose that kind of match. He said, you don't think about losing when you playing like that. Well, you better, yeah, you could lose. So now what would make him say that and think that? Is he a little even if he ain't as cocky as he used to be, and Federer is not as cocky as he used to be. I'm going to go ahead and admit that now. Federer is way more mature than he used to be. He's much more humble. Let me say that before Federer fans jump back and say, Magic Man, Federer ain't the way he used to be. He's more mature now. Yes, but does he still have some of that unconscious cockiness, where if he got something won, he think that he sort of let out the gas because he think he got it won? Does he still have a little bit of that? Okay, and if he does have that, that's gonna hurt him now with the Djokovic back, man, and the Dow who's trying to reach 20. So that's the purpose. It ain't just. So the purpose of the video is not just to talk about Federer. Is he still cocky? It's that. If he is this cockiness, if it is just a little bit on an unconscious level, will this hurt him against a Djokovic? Okay, who he could face in the U.S. Open? Okay, all right, y'all get sort of what I'm saying now? Now let me just go back to the past quickly and finish that off. Yeah, I made a video. I agree with Federer's wife. His cockiness and airiness, kept him from winning the Grand Slam and beating Nadal. Because if he would have beaten Nadal at the French Open, he would have won the Grand Slam. Would have won 4 in 1 year. He would have won the Grand Slam at least 2 times. But he didn't get a new coach. He didn't make adjustments against Nadal because he didn't feel he had to. See, with that see the thing about being cocky and arrogant and having airiness and all that stuff. See, people, I quickly realized when I played tennis, it doesn't help. It hurts you. Now, you want to have confidence. You want to have faith. You want to have hope. You want to have those things. But arrogance and cockiness, it doesn't help you. That's why Kyrgios. See, if Kyrgios focus on, instead of being cocky, like we know Kyrgios is consciously still very cocky, it keeps him from really focusing and winning. He doesn't realize that on an unconscious level, he is hurting his game. See, that's why he's trying all this between the legs stuff. And even if he can do it so well and win points with it, he doesn't realize it's hurting his whole mental game. The same way it hurt, even though Federer was much greater than Kyrgios and much greater than Kyrgios will ever be, the same way the cockiness is hurting Kyrgios now and the airy stuff, the same cockiness hurt Federer and kept him from beating Nadal back in the past. Okay, people, now that I'm finished with the past, now let's move up to the present and ask that question and try to answer the question and see, is that hurting Federer now? And will it hurt him against the Djokovic and Nadal and against other players? Okay, the question is Federer still a little unconsciously cocky? Now, I put the word unconscious because, like I just said before, I don't believe Federer is consciously very cocky now. I mean, I think he's a little bit, sometimes he'll show it. For example, in the Australian Open against Cilic, people, Federer wiped Cilic off the court the first set. He could have went up like 2-1, 3-1 or something the second set, and he tried some little cocky drop shot. And you could tell it was sort of cocky, like he was rolling so well, instead of just staying really seriously about this thing and not taking Cilic for granted at all. And next thing you know, Cilic ended up getting back in the game, and y'all know it went 5 sets. But Federer could have easily, possibly won that in straight set.